Hey, 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 Uncle Mark in the mothership, 3-string cigar box guitar. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is Waylon Jennings. This is I'm a Ramblin' Man. And this is classic country. Really, really killer tune. And so I'm going to play a little bit of it. It's a great tune for beginners to learn. It's got some stuff for intermediates as well. I give this a level beginner intermediate. So it's a great tune for anyone that wants to learn this classic country song. So I'm going to play a little bit of it, and then we'll go from there. So here we go. Well, I was down in Mississippi, down to New Orleans. Yes, I have. Well, I have played in California. There ain't too much I haven't seen. No, there ain't. Well, I'm a rambling man. Don't fool around with a rambling man. All right. Great song. There's a bridge. And then there is a little bit of a jam, little country twangy thing that's really cool. So let's get this first part down, and then we'll go on from there. But what do we got going on? G, D, G, 42, 34, 24 the gauges. They're electric and they're wound. This is an acoustic tone. It's my acoustic tone, okay? And I do that by rolling off on the volume knob. Back that volume knob, get my acoustic tone. If I want a more distorted tone, I roll up on the volume. You can see me rolling up. Right, I roll back, get that acoustic tone that I really like. That's how I do it. So there's many other ways to get it. Some types of amplifiers have acoustic settings, that sort of thing. So anyway, the song is in C. But where is C? So this is an open G. G, G sharp, A, B flat, B, C. This is where C is. And it's at that dot. It's also the 5th fret, and it's a bar. It's got an F in it. And yes, there is an F up here on that 10th fret, right above that 9th dot there. But I want you to use this shape. And the way you make that is you come up on your D string. So if you look at my pick right here, I'm on the D string. So D, D sharp, E, F. So you're at the 3rd fret right there on that F note. And you're going to put your 3rd finger here on the C and on the C. That's how you make that shape. You're also going to use the same shape for G, but you're going to use it F, F sharp, and G. So you're going to use that for G as well. It's really easy to toggle. So there is, take your bar chord, 1st finger, just go right here to F. You can go right back to C. And to G, it's easy, you just wiggle down, go to G. When you want C again, C. I do a little rock and roll rhythm in here. I do have a lesson on the rock and roll rhythm, so if you want to look at that, it's in the playlist, Just a Beginner. And you will see rock and roll rhythm and all of that. This is a 1-4-5 song, the 1 being the C, the 4 being the F, and the 5 being the G. Okay? So, a rudimentary version of this is just playing this C. I've been down in Mississippi, down through New Orleans. So you're just a simple strum. We're going to play the F now. I played in California, there ain't too much I haven't. Back to the C. Now we're going to go to the F, G, because I'm a rambling man. Don't fool around with the rambling C. So that is a rudimentary way to play this, but I'm going to add a little rock and roll rhythm. So now we're going to move a little forward. ways. You can do it like a blues tune. I've been down in Mississippi, down to New Orleans. You can do it that way. It's all up to you. Okay? Pretty easy to figure out that little part. You know, also it has a bridge. So it goes, I've been down to Mississippi, down in New Orleans, played in California. Okay, Ramblin' Man. Then it goes, left a girl in West Virginia, girl in Cincinnati, Ramblin' Man, don't give your heart to a Ramblin' Man. Then there's a bridge, and the bridge starts on F. You better move away, you're standing too close to the flame. F. Once I mess with your mind, your little heart won't beat the same. Then it goes back to that Ramblin' Man section in G. I'm a ramblin' man, don't mess around with any old ramblin' man. Okay, so that little bridge will start on the F, go back to the C, and go to the G, and then back to the C. You can play along with the album version of this, so you can get a good grasp of how it is. But it's a pretty simple 3-chord song, pretty simple 1-4-5 song. Now, the kicker is the... Okay, that's the kicker. That's what makes this song really cool. It's got this nice bassy vibe to it. And it's perfect for the Cigar Box guitar because that thing starts on G. So it goes G, twice, A, C. So I go down, up, down on the A, down on the C. So you can see my pick right there. Down, down, up, down, down. Okay? And the reason I do it this way is so that I don't really have to look at it. Okay? So I'm of the opinion that you should stretch your hand out to make these notes. It'll make it easier in the future when you're not looking at your hand just falls there. So if you need stretching exercises, you should be doing stretching exercises. I know it sounds terribly boring, but you should be doing some of these. And you can make it fun by going up the scale like so. Back down the scale. That'll help you get this stretch. Okay? If you wanna play these things, this is the fastest way to learn it, because if you hop, it takes way too much time, and you won't be able to reach the chords fast enough. So for you beginners that are just reaching that next level, learn those stretches. So it's twice on the G, A, C, twice. E, C, A, E. G, sorry. It's just a little rolling move. I think of these little licks like a circle. It just rolls and rolls and... So I think of that as 2 parts. So it goes 1, and then 2. Okay? I think of it as 2 parts, and I think of it as a rolling thing. So you can just work on it and work it and work it and work it. And that's really the best way to do it. See where my fingers are. It's really easy to reach that E note from there. And there's your C, because you can just take your pinky sometimes beginners using their pinky, it's not really strong enough to hold the bar. So you need a helper finger, and these fingers can help you, and just kind of roll into it. See how I roll everything into that bar, as opposed to just trying to do it with my pinky. I have a really strong pinky, but it's not that strong, so I just kind of roll into it. And then at this point, when I need to switch so that I can get my first finger there, I just replace that finger. I just replace that finger. So that's another move that is really helpful. Okay, so it has a little bit of a twangy country lick in it, and it kind of sounds like a okay, but I want to do it with octaves, and octaves are when you're playing your first G and your second G anywhere the same on the same frets, like so. And I like to use these two fingers when I do it. Occasionally I use these two, but mostly I use these two. Okay? And the best way to get this little lick down that I've found is just think of these two dots. Okay? Think between the two dots. And think that dot. Okay? So you're here. Okay? You're on a G. Then you're on a B. Then you're on a D. Okay? Then after that, it's a G to F, D, B flat, C. So at speed, okay, so again at speed. Okay, so that's a little trick. It's really fun to do. The song is great. You can just sit here and, well, up in Chicago, it's known as the Quiet Boy, right? So you can just fool around with it. It's a great tune. It's really a great tune for beginners and intermediates. It's Uncle Mark in the mothership. And I do have a PayPal link down below. It's a paypal.me/Uncle Mark Tips. It's down in the show notes. Thank you so much for everyone that's donated and helped out here in the new mothership. It's really fine to be out here. It's a perfect night tonight. Really having a lot of fun out here and playing some music and hanging out with you. So I'm also on Facebook at Cigar BX Blue. I'm also on Instagram at Uncle Mark Cigar Box Wizard. Thank you so much for your subscriptions. Please subscribe. It really, really helps. And leave comments. I really like your comments and suggestions. I really appreciate all of that. And don't forget, $1 a show is all we're asking for. And there's a PayPal link down in the show notes. $1 a show is all we ask. Thank you so much for everything you do.